I'm Monsignor Frank Chido, pastor of St. Anthony's Catholic Church in Des Moines, Iowa. And I am a lifelong member of St. Anthony's Parish family. Parish history goes back to the early part of the 1900s when the Italian immigrants settled on this side of the river. The parish was founded in 1906 by a pastor by the name of Father Francesco Vittorio Romanelli, a priest from Naples, Italy, who was sent here by the bishop, at that time the Bishop of Davenport, to found a parish to serve the Italian immigrants that were growing in abundance here on this side of the river, working at the railroad and the coal mines and so forth. The parish began to grow exponentially. Many Italians, and also it's interesting to note that Father Romanelli, while he was an Italian immigrant, very early on, although the parish was founded for the Italians, very early on told the parishioners at that time that we always had to have an open heart and open hands and arms to whatever ethnic background a person was, that they could find a home here in St. Anthony's. And I've always liked that kind of attitude, that while it was founded for the Italians, it's always been open to whatever ethnic group would cross the threshold of its beautiful doors. And so now, in this part of the 21st century, we are opening our hearts and our arms once again to a large influx of immigrants of a Hispanic background. My father was an immigrant. He came from Italy in 1923. His father, my grandfather, came in 1896 to work in the coal mines in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and finally to Des Moines, working for the railroad. My mother's parents were also immigrants, came from the same town in Italy, and arrived here at St. Anthony's, and my mother was raised just 2 blocks from here. Because of the experience of the immigrant father, grandfather, grandparents here at St. Anthony's, as the pastor, I want to continue that tradition of opening our hearts and minds and our parish to whoever comes to cross our threshold. We in particular are welcoming the Hispanics, who remind me so much of my own people. When they came over a century ago, they have fire in their bellies for their faith. They love their tradition. They gather together. It's all about relationships. It's all about faith. It's all about the fire of God's love in their hearts. And I'm really glad to see them here, because they're adding a lot of life once again to St. Anthony's, reminding those of us whose parents and grandparents came over many years ago that we need to rekindle the fire of faith, the fire of relationships, the fire of the beauty of our culture once again.